Thank you for checking out another awesome recipe from Diverse Dishes and Lifestyle. Today we are baking a whole chicken, and this chicken is so tender, it's so moist and juicy, it's just so perfect. You can serve it for any occasion. Um, just showing you a quick sneak peek here before we get into the recipe. Look at how moist the chicken is and so tender. So you have your full chicken ready, nice and washed, it's ready to prepare. The first thing we are going to do is to remove the backbone of the chicken so that it cooks evenly. And to do this, you just need your kitchen shears. It's very easy to remove this backbone, no effort at all, so don't worry about it. Of course, this works for this kind of chicken only, but not with the free range chicken that I grew up eating in Kenya. With those ones, you need a machete. Anyway, it's very easy to prepare this chicken. And once you remove the backbone like this, you could decide to boil it, make some soup with the giblets, or just discard it. But it should be nice and clean inside like that. The next thing you'll do is crack this breastbone so that you're going to butterfly the chicken as it sits on the baking tray so that it cooks evenly. So once you crack that backbone, press it like that with your hand and it's ready. So now you're going to dab the chicken dry because you want it dry so that when you rub on the seasoning, it's gonna hold on nicely. So, and then remove the excess fat if you like. I just cut that out, but that's an optional thing to do. Once you've prepared your chicken like this, go ahead and drizzle some olive oil on it. Start with the inner side, just drizzle olive oil all over the chicken and then rub it in with your fingers. Or you could use a basting brush too. It's gonna help with holding the seasoning onto the chicken, but also with the flavor and the crispiness of the chicken in the end. So this is important. If you don't have olive oil, I believe you can use vegetable oil for this step, but I just like olive oil with baked meats. Do the same thing on the top side and again drizzle the olive oil and then rub it in. Make sure you rub onto the wings, the thighs, all corners so that every part is covered with olive oil. Yeah, here's the seasoning mix that I used. I have it all listed in the description box. And of course, that's a part where you can get some flexibility with adding the seasonings that you like and changing out mine. That's okay. But go ahead and rub the seasoning onto the chicken. Again, start with the inner side. And with this side, once you sprinkle, you can rub it in. It's okay, the seasoning will hold. However, with the top side, the skin, you're not going to rub it. You're going to just pat the seasonings onto the skin. Otherwise, if you rub it, the skin is too smooth and the seasonings will come off. And you don't want that to happen. Or they will clump up and make some little clumps. So just tap the seasoning on it and make sure to take care of all the folded areas. Rub seasoning on there as well. And just like that, the chicken is ready. So yeah, it's basically ready to go to the oven. Now we are going to prepare the cast iron grill. I just went ahead and smeared some butter on the grill to prepare it. You could also spray the non-stick cooking spray and then lay the chicken into the grill like so. Before it goes into the oven, I drizzled it with some butter. This is melted butter, about 1/4 cup, but you don't have to use all of it. Maybe I used 2-3 tablespoons. Just go ahead and drizzle that on top of the chicken. Again, it's gonna help with retaining moisture. Also, the flavor of the chicken is gonna be better, of course, and the crispiness of the skin as well. So the chicken is now ready to go into the oven. You're gonna bake that at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for a whole hour. Don't mess with it, just let it bake. Here are some books of mine that I'd like you to check out and maybe buy some. There are awesome books on Amazon. Please support my channel by buying my books. Yeah, so now the chicken is ready. Just look at it. It is it cracked on the thighs because of how I laid it. If you don't want it to crack like this, go ahead and place it with the thighs facing inward. So baste it with its juices, and look at that. It's ready to go to the table. The chicken is so moist, it's so tender and so appetizing. Look at how the seasoning held on. It did not drip away or anything. This chicken is perfectly tender and moist and delicious because of all the seasonings that we used. I'll go ahead and tear one thigh off and just show you the inside and see how it looks like. Um, See, it's very tender. The meat is falling off the bone, but at the same time, it's so packed with moisture. I think that's the most important thing. You don't want your chicken to be dry. So just bake it for the right amount of time, and you can use your your meat thermometer if you need to check the temperature. It should be 165 Fahrenheit at the breast. Yeah, that is the end. I'll see you in another video. Thank you for checking out this one. Bye bye.